Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 23 in season 3 of my Nightmare series. I'm in the Crash Landing mod pack by Iskandar. This pack's available on the Feed the Beast launcher. So it's not going to be too much longer till 1.1.2 version of this pack is available, and I'm probably going to end up having to start over with my world. But before that all happens, I want to get a little bit more done on this one and continue showing you some of the things that I've gotten done. I haven't really done too much between this episode and last. Remember last episode I worked on building this grinder room, and you can see I've got a lot of stuff out of it. Mostly a lot of broken bows, so I'm going to have to deal with that eventually. Might get to that today, but more importantly, I want to get through quests. Now, technological revolution is still grayed out for me, so I have two theories about that might open that up. One is to complete the under pressure. If I open that up, under pressure, you can see under pressure, the under more pressure. Potentially, maybe that quest will open up. But I have a bigger suspicion that it's actually one of these basic survival ones in here. Look in here, the Get Chilly and the one that comes after that. I think that those are the ones that's going to unlock those for me. So let's quickly see if we can get those done. Now, this one requires a leadstone flux capacitor. Now, it's showing that the flux capacitor is fully charged in this window. I don't have a fully charged one. I definitely have some water bottles. So let's look at that. So I have an empty one. I don't know if that's going to work. Theoretically, it shouldn't work, but I'm just going to cross my fingers, and if not, I have a backup plan. Okay, well, it took the capacitor. Oh, actually, it wants 4 water bottles. Okay. So it did take the empty capacitor. That's good. So I didn't have to fill it. That means that I don't have to waste materials on building an energetic infuser at the moment. That's going to give me back a reward of 2 snow blocks and some iron. So go ahead and claim that. You want to make sure that you save these snow blocks because they are important for the creation of probably this next thing, the glacial precipitator. So let's go right into making that glacial precipitator. There we go. Glacial precipitator is going to take those 2 snow blocks, some machine frames, piston, and some other relatively simple stuff. So we jump on over here. I've pre-made some machine frames. You've seen me make them enough times that I shouldn't need to do that on camera anymore. Let's go ahead and I'm going to grab a piston from someplace. Do I have one made? I do not. So let me get some wood, some cobble, and the basics there. So that should go together. Piston. Should have the stuff for that in my inventory. I do. Now this should go right to, oh no, I need copper in my inventory. There we go, copper. Now it should go right together. Yay, glacial precipitator. This is excellent. So now, I can do 2 things here. I actually want to get prepared here for a moment. Where am I going to put this guy? Well, if I look right there, straight above is the water source. But I actually want this guy right here. And you'll see why in a moment. Actually, I think I actually want it up 1 so that I can run the power underneath it. There we go. So what's going to happen, first I'm going to make sure that I have enough fluid duct. I do not have enough fluid duct to go the distance. So let me just make a little bit of that. Lead and copper gives me fluid duct. 18 should be enough, I hope. I'm also going to want a pneumatic servo. So that's the seared bricks, the redstone, and the glass. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. There we go. One of those. So let's go up here on top. So remember, barrel is right here. So I'm going to remove this block. Remove these blocks. And I'm going to come down straight through here. Okay, that's a generator. And I'm going to go ahead and break it. It's not a big deal. It can be replaced. Now, I don't want to just fall down through there. Generator can go temporarily. I don't think it has any power in it, does it? No, it doesn't. Not a big deal. It can just sit there for a moment while I figure out what I'm doing next. Actually, I'm gonna... Ooh, ouch. Forgot I put it up there. So... Oh, I actually came down through the wrong space. Because I wanted to come down right there. Back up here. Didn't actually need to move this generator at the moment. So let me put it back. Get it running again. And if we look in here, or look up here, actually I'm at maximum water in the drum, and I'm just about to fill up the transposer. So in a moment it'll actually start building up energy in these again. But what I really want to do was come down through this space right here. So let me take these blocks out and run this up. Like so. And I actually probably should just go ahead and fill up my water pack. Oh, but I gave up my bottles for the quest, so I gotta get some new bottles. Let me just grab those real quick. Someplace in here I should have, yeah, there they are. Plenty of extra bottles. I like to just carry 4 with me around so that whenever I need to fill pack up, I can just grab those and fill it all the way up. There we go. Now I'm getting, what I'm going to end up doing though is I'm going to be using the micro blocks to cover this back in when I'm done here in a moment. Actually, this one right here does not need to be there. It needs to be there so that I can make these ships look the same. Now, that connection on the side of the drum won't do anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and set it so that it doesn't appear. And then I'm going to set this one to output and put the pneumatic servo in there and tell it to ignore redstone. So now it'll always pump water out into that pipe, into that duct. So now I can go back downstairs and check out this. It's not currently configured to accept water into the top. So I'm going to just go ahead and reset the configuration, set that to accept water into the top. And now it is filled with water, so that will be able to make snowballs when it receives some power. Which is good because I need those to make my favorite meal, the delighted meal, which is basically a burger, fries, and a smoothie. Speaking of fries, since I just mentioned it, I should point out that one of the things that my grinder was able to get me was some potatoes. So I only had one last time I looked, but now I have 4 potatoes. Those come off of grinding the zombies occasionally. Now I don't know if Iskandar is going to be. It's been a rumor that he was going to remove the ability to get potatoes at all. So I don't know how true that is or not, but I hope not because that's one of my favorite meals. You can also use potatoes to make flour. They're a pretty useful crop, maybe too useful, which might be why he wants to potentially remove them. I don't know whether there's any truth to that or not, or if it's just a rumor. So don't go quoting me about that. So anyway, potatoes. So yeah, now I can make delighted meals, and we'll get to that some other time. I've got plenty of bacon mushroom burgers to last me for today. So onward to the next thing. Well, I can cover all this in, but I'm not going to really worry about that on camera. I'll cut the micro parts up and cover this all in later. We'll worry about that at another time. Right now, more importantly, I need to make some other things that are going to be highly useful to finish up the parts to make the, what am I trying to say? Oh, to make the big reactor, which is it's gonna sit up there. That's where the big reactor is going to be located, against the ceiling there, kind of towards the top of the room. But that should have completed my quest. So let's check on that. Let's see if we can't. There we go. Iceberg. We get a spawn a high golem and a couple cold water bottles. Well, oh, I get to pick. Wait, no. I did this. Chillin'. Claim reward. Oh, it's not letting me claim my reward because my inventory is full, I'm guessing? Oh yes, 4 water bottles would take up 4 different spaces. So let me go put a few things away and then I should be able to claim my reward. So if you ever have a problem like that, that's most likely the culprit is the fact that your inventory is too full of stuff. You just gotta unload a little bit and then you should be able to claim your reward. There we go, claimed. So I got some cold water bottles, which I don't really use too much of the cold water bottles, so I'm just going to put those away. And a high golem. Well, high golems are kind of cool. They will kind of protect your area. And we'll just go ahead and put him in there. There he is, right there. High golem. You can actually craft these somehow. I couldn't tell you the exact process, but I know it has something to do with the high oven block material stuff. It has, yeah. Maybe somebody can point out how to make those, or I'll figure it out between this episode and next and maybe show you how to make those without having a spawn egg. But if anything does happen to get inside the walls now, he will go ahead and attack it. He'll throw bricks. Very nice. We look over here. While I'm standing right here, looks like all of my nether wart has ripened, so I can go ahead and spread those again. And there we go. Now I got a full patch of nether wart. Excellent. A few left over for some potions later. Maybe I will get to that this episode. I'm not sure. So let's back up and see if that does in fact. No, did not unlock the under pressure. So where's that at here? Well, there is one more quest in this quest line, but it requires an ender generator. I hope that that's not going to hold me up for the technological revolution quest. It would certainly be a nice thing to have right now, that ender generator. But this is another quest that I could potentially get done today because I believe I have materials for this. Let me double check that. Compressor. Wait, kinetic. Kinetic, that'll do. I don't have the stuff to make the hardened glass just yet, and the PRC LX300 chip actually requires fluxed electrum, so before I can even think about doing that, I need to make a magma crucible and another. Well, and I don't have to make the fluid transposer. I have an extra one, so I don't have to worry about the fluid transposer. Somewhere I have an extra one. So just got to make the magma crucible. For that, it's going to take some of those nether bricks. Now, the easiest way for me to get that right now is to jump downstairs, grab some redstone, then take it over to my barrel full of lava. Remember, I have the 2 barrels back there. One generates obsidian, the other one is so that I can make netherrack and spawn some blazes later on, which I haven't got to that either, but we'll get to that soon. There we go. All I need is 8 pieces of netherrack to make the 8 bricks. The 8 nether bricks, and then I can form those into regular full brick blocks, and those are what are required to craft that. So go ahead, cook those up. We'll look at the recipe again real quick. I think I have. Well, I'm also going to need to make a leadstone frame. So I got some more redstone. Oh, there's the redstone I should have had in my inventory. I've got the redstone to make the block. I've got enough glass. And then I need lead in the corners. There we go. Leadstone energy frame is going to be one of the components I needed for this. And the other thing is going to be another redstone reception coil. I'll use a lot of these. Basically, I think every machine that receives power needs one. So let's see how this is going. About half done. So you see you get the nether bricks, and then you can form that into nether brick. Kind of hard to explain when they both have the same name. Okay, let me see if I can't clear a little bit of stuff out of my inventory here. You see, I got a good amount of iron now. I went ahead and processed the rest of the iron that I had built up that I got from all the sifting. of the gravel, went ahead and used the hammer, break those down, you know, got the extra materials, etc., etc. Just waiting for, there we go, it's done. Okay, good. Get my other nether brick, and then, can I shift these? No, because probably this doesn't stack. There we go, that, frame, and what goes in the corners? Copper. Oh, maybe it's just because I didn't have copper in my inventory. Okay, there we go. Magma Crucible, excellent. So somewhere over here, I should have my other fluid transposer that I originally took down from the very early on. Where did it go? Oh, never mind. It's out here. It's making water out there. So I guess I gotta make another one if I want to leave that setup intact. And I kind of do want to leave that setup intact. So I am making a fluid transposer. Oh, there it is. There it is. Not too bad. Do I have? No, of course not. What am I missing for this? Oh, this should be about it, right? I should have the rest of this in my inventory here now. Yes, there we go. Well, that wasn't too difficult at all. Fluid transposer. So I'm going to go ahead and bring those down here, and I'm going to set my magma crucible here, fluid transposer here. Something else that I'm going to want to have in this general vicinity is going to be another pulverizer to pulverize various things like electrum, so I can make the fluxed electrum, and so I can pulverize maybe some more netherrack, so I can get some sulfur in order to make the pyrotheum dust. Hopefully I got that right today. Pyrotheum dust, and then I can turn that into blazing pyrotheum and use that to then make the fluxed electrum ingots that's going to be required for some of the higher tier crafting stuff. So let's see here real quick. Pulverizer. Can I do that? I'm going to need another piston, which is probably some wood. Should have rest, right? Oops. Piston. Yes, I do. Go ahead and put that other piece of wood away, and I'm going to need some flint. Now, do I have... No, of course not. Don't have the redstone reception coil. I should just make like a stack of these and keep them around, but hopefully... There we go. Pulverizer. Now, the next big problem is power. Actually, do I want that there? It's not going to matter in the long run. Power. So, I'm going to make some cables, some power cables. Now, I could just make the leadstone ones, probably would get me by a little bit for now, but I think it would be better to actually go the next tier up. So, we look at conduits. There we go. The different conduits. We've got the leadstone energy conduit. We're going to have to make these first regardless. So, get some lead. And, oh, I only have one piece of glass, so, well, that's more than enough for what I want to do for the moment. Then I need to upgrade those with some redstone and invar, which I should have these. Yes, I do. There we go. Now I've got 6 hardened energy conduits. And these are going to carry considerably more. In fact, 5 times more? Yes, 5 times more than their tier 1 counterpart. So let me jump down here and get this set up. So power, I said I was going to run on the back side here, like so, down through there. It's going to be where the power goes, and eventually that'll run over there and power this too, but I don't want to power that right now. I only want to power these little bit of machines right here, and I'm using this hardened energy cell that I've been charging up off of the things outside, off of the extra survivalist generators that are outside right now. So it's got a full charge. Hopefully that's going to be enough to get me to the next stage of what I want to do. Maybe. This magma crucible takes a lot of energy, so in fact it holds 40,000 or 400,000 RF. I'm not even sure this only holds 2 million RF, so yeah. it's gonna be pretty low even after after it fills up these machines with all the energy they need to just function. So let's take a look. This already made my snowballs, so now I have snowballs whenever I need them. And look at what I need to do next for the compressor, because this is the next part I want to make, and then I can go ahead and replace these air compressors over here with the advanced compressor there. And that would run on RF, so I may not put that into the system just at this time because the system's working pretty well the way it is right now. So but I'd kind of like to get it made just to see if I can open up that last quest line, because that's going to be kind of important to me, because in that quest line there's a way to get a net that I'll be able to use for the spawner out there. So let's I need electrum. It needs to be powdered. I need redstone. I have that. Okay, actually I think I have everything in my inventory. So let's go ahead and powder some of this up. Oh, I know what I need. I know why I was going up there. Because I'm going to need more... yeah, the words. No words today. Netherrack. That's what I was trying to spit out. Netherrack. I'm going to need to go get some more netherrack because that's probably one of the easiest ways for me to get the powdered, or the sulfur powder, in order to make the blazing pyrotheum. I'm just going to get as much of it as I can until the system runs out of lava. Still got some in there. Okay. Looks like that's it. Now it's filling slowly, so yeah, I've used up all the reserve. So go ahead and take these down to the pulverizer and run these 16 through, see if I can't get enough sulfur to make the blazing pyrotheum, and then use that to go ahead and smelt my ingots, which brings me to another machine that I totally forgot to make. So I'll be making that here in a second. So there's my electrum blend. Going to put that in the pulverizer now. The electrum blend is actually going to go in the fluid transposer. There we go. Those are all set up. So all I have to do is put some redstone in here. So I have 4 in there. I believe it takes 8 redstone to go ahead and infuse 4 electrum. Very good. But I did forget to make a machine. There's a machine I still need. I need a induction smelter, which is probably why I have this extra machine frame. Because when I was figuring out earlier, I thought I made enough machine frames. So, induction smelter. Of course, I'm going to need one of these again. And I think I probably need another bucket because I used up my bucket for the crafting something else already. There we go. That was quick and easy. Induction smelter's ready to go. I had all the materials. This is going a little bit better since I actually have been trying to get the materials together beforehand. I'm going to go ahead and put the induction smelter. Let's see here. It's not like it's a big deal. We'll just put it there for now. That way it's connected directly to the energy cell and it can get plenty of power. Uh-oh, am I low on water? I'm getting very low on water. I suppose I can. I can't really get it directly out of there. Would have been nice. No, I just got to jump up here and get some out of there. And I'm just gonna fill it all the way up just to make it a little bit easier, so I don't have to think about it for as long. And now let's look in here. I've got the fluxed electrum. Now, fluxed electrum, I need that for some crafting recipes, but for the thing that I want to build, I need actual electrum ingots. So we look at fluxed electrum ingots. They can only be made in a induction smelter by using the blazing pyrotheum. So for that, I'm going to need some sulfur. I got 1 bit of sulfur out of that. Not bad. Some gravel. Gravel is always good. I'll just go ahead and toss it in here. Let it get sifted out. I don't know if that's going to be enough though. I think I might need 2 sulfur, but there is a chance that I can get some sulfur by pulverizing some coal. I don't know why I came up here for coal, because that's probably actually downstairs. So I'm going to need coal powder anyway in order to make that pyrotheum dust. There we go. Grab that coal out of there. Just going to go ahead and pulverize up that coal. That also gives me a small chance of giving sulfur as a byproduct as well. Why is that? Oh, because I didn't reset these, and it's probably, yeah, it's sticking it right over here. Doesn't need to go there. There we go. So hopefully I'll get another piece of sulfur from this. Let's go ahead and look at the recipe for the pyrotheum dust, which is sulfur, coal powder, redstone, and blaze powder. So I have redstone. Let me go grab some blaze powder. Let's see, I might not even have to go upstairs for that. Do I have any blaze powder down here? Nope. I've already moved all that stuff up to the storage barrels that are upstairs. Those storage barrels are probably going to get moved relatively soon when I go ahead and start doing the auto processing, but I need to get some power systems first. So hopefully, as soon as I get this done, this also gives me the ability to make those, that big reactor, though I'm going to need a whole bunch more ender pearls. So I have planned for that, but it requires that I get that net first. So either I have to kill some more endermen, just get real lucky, you know, to spot them and then actually kill them and then have them actually drop an ender pearl for me. Or I can get into that quest series, there we go, there's another piece of, so I think that's going to be enough. Let's go ahead and pull the rest of that out. I don't need to pulverize any more of this for now. So this, and this is going to give me 4 pyrotheum dust. That's probably actually 2 more than I needed, I think. So I think it only takes 1 pyrotheum, and then it'll take 2 flux electrum and give you 2 ingots. So let's check this here. There, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to have 2 pyrotheum left over for future use. That's good. And I have plenty of powdered or coal dust here, so I probably won't need that again for a while. So in the future, when I need the sulfur, I will probably be getting more of the netherrack and using that to attempt to get the sulfur. So there's the 4 flux electrum I need to make that kinetic compressor. Let's look at that recipe real quick. And it's not obvious where I need it right off the bat, but it's in the PRCLX300 recipe. Requires 3 flux electrum, some plastic, a PRCLX100, and 2 more extra circuit boards. So I'm gonna have to go back upstairs, I think. Yeah, because I don't have enough plastic on my person. So let me come up here to the crafting area station. Grab out the raw plastic that I made a little bit earlier and make a few more plastic sheets. So it was plastic. Actually, I think I need a reception coil. Yep, I do. Gonna need to make this guy first. Make that. Then this guy, the 300, takes the 100 in the middle, adds a bunch more stuff. They're very expensive recipes for technology. But, you know, the more challenging it is, the more fun it is when you complete it, right? That's a good way to look at it. I like it. Oh shoot, I need to make another frame. I did not anticipate that. So frame. You know what else I'm going to need is some glass. So let me get working on that real quick, because that'll take a second. Fortunately, I've got all this obsidian out here from my generator over there. I'll just go ahead and take 8 obsidian. Take that downstairs. It's going to take a little lead. Let's see, I have lead in here somewhere. Yes, lead. Lead. Oh, it's in my inventory. Some lead. And this go ahead and I do actually want this to go ahead and output that over into the induction smelter. I'm going to pull that out for now and put the lead there. And then yes, as soon as the pulverized obsidian shows up, it'll go ahead and process that with some lead and give me some hardened glass. I only need 2 for what I was using. I guess that didn't take as long as I expected. So, back up here to finish the crafting. So, I needed a machine frame, right? Yes. So, I'm going to need to make another 100. There we go. And then don't tell me I'm out of Invar. I'm probably out of Invar. I am, but I have the materials downstairs to make some more. I should have plenty of nickel down here. I don't think that's one of the things. I don't think I've done a lot of processing with this Jerry. Oh, yes, I have nickel. I have more nickel than yeah, plenty of nickel. More nickel than I'll probably ever need. At least for today, anyway. So I'm not even going to bother doubling this up at all. I'm just going to use it just the way it is. Go ahead and toss it up here. Oh, over there. Put it up there. Get that started. And I'm going to go ahead and melt some iron down here, but I want to make it into blocks first so I can get more in there. So I think I actually want to go with 9 blocks. Yes. That should do. So I'm going to flip that switch off so it doesn't drain out when it melts. And that's going to take a little bit, so I will be back in a few moments after the Invar is all cooked up and ready to go, and we're ready to finish up this crafting. So, back in a few. Okay, I'm back, and you can see that the Invar is starting to form, and I can go ahead and grab the couple that I need for my crafting. Go ahead and let that drain out the rest of the way naturally. Come on back in here, and I need Electrum. Uh-oh. I think I might have be short something else too. I need glass. Well, let's see. There is a possibility that I can use this glass as a replacement for this. Hopefully that will work, because I don't want to have to get interrupted. Let's see. Is that going to work? It is not going to work. Okay, so it has to be vanilla glass. Well, let me see if I have any sand down here. No, 1 sand. Well, I just need 1 more, so I could do this. Pulverize that. There's some more of that glass ready to go. It's going to end up over here. Should. Oh, did not. Didn't accept that. So there we go. Just pulverize this down into sand. Of course, it did accept the sand. And now I got 2 sand to make the 2 glass I need. I should probably also make a redstone furnace for down there as well. That would probably kind of round out my machines for that little section down there. And a redstone furnace would be much faster than the regular vanilla furnace and slab furnaces. So just gotta wait for the second piece of glass finally. Okay, now that should be everything I need to finish crafting this compressor. Of course, it's not going to shift click in, so because the circuits don't stack. There we go. What was it that was actually in the corner there? Oh, compressed iron. Of course. It's downstairs. Maybe I should just take this stuff downstairs and finish the crafting, because it's going to stay down here anyway, right? It's a compressor for the pneumatic area. So compressed iron, special glass, complicated circuit, machine frame, and a reception coil. There we go. Kinetic compressor. Done. So that's 1 more. Well, maybe not. Of course not. It's Gonna require advanced pressure tubes. Okay, so that's the whole assembly line thing that I was talking about. The whole reason I kind of built this is kind of to bypass needing that assembly line, but I'm gonna need it for this quest. Let me just check. No, technological evolution is still locked. So it's either going to be that quest or the Ender generator quest is going to be one of the ones that I need for this. So I'm going to put that away, and I'll probably hook that up next episode because I'll be needing that to help to keep the assembly line powered, and that is apparently what I'm going to be working on next episode. If we come out here and look, so I've got this other problem I'm going to have to actually fix next episode as well. You can see my room's getting full because the grinder is not working because there's nowhere to put it. How did I get scorched bricks? Oh, my golem got too close. I think he got killed. Whoops. Okay, so that's something you want to watch out for. If your golem wanders too close to your grinder, he's going to end up being a pile of bricks. So keep that in mind. But anyway, wow, look at all these bows. I will work on fixing this up, piping these materials someplace next episode, and wow, something went boom out there. And we'll fix up some of the other little issues that I'm starting to run into, and maybe we can get some power down there to the workshop. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I'm enjoying making them. And if you did, be sure and leave a like. Drop me a comment. I will definitely always like to see those and respond to them. And if you didn't like it or found that you thought I could do something better, go ahead and leave me that comment, and I'm always anxious to hear those as well. So guys, I will catch you later.